Greetings, people of the world. Matthew back with you for the continuation of Let's Play White Knight Chronicles 1 and 2. And now we are going to be making our way through what is unquestionably the most painful stage in the entire game. The Balandor Underground Passage, where we have to use this secret path to get into Balandor Castle to try and rescue Archduke Dalam of Faria. So, to get there, we have to start at this opening point, and we have to go through this maze of various paths, and we want to ultimately get there. But here's the thing. We cannot use the most direct access to get there. There's a lot of little tricks to this place, and we'll have to come through it again later, and the tricks that we used the first time will not be available to us the second time. We'll have to use completely different paths when we come through here for round 2. So that'll make things quite difficult. So this will be the toughest trip of the game. The reason why that is because we're going to have to deal with these guys, skeletons. They take no damage physically. You have to wear them down to the point where you can cast Holy Light on them, or just keep beating up on them until they actually do die legitimately. And you just keep doing this. Unless you're willing to take a huge gamble and take a lot of mana potions with you, this is not something I would recommend a mage to be doing. So yeah, for the most part, it's all about these skeletons. And you just keep beating them up like this, and using Holy Light. And now he's gone. Alright, so we obtain a silver dagger. I believe this is something that a skeleton is actually weak to. Let me equip to be absolutely certain. Okay, it's a level 38, and it takes the. Okay, yeah, it's an undead killer, so and it's a short sword, but it jumps up the magic by quite a bit. So, yeah, I believe we will equip this. Because since it has the undead killer attribute to it, it's definitely something we can use. So let's see if we can make the most of it. So let's go this way. Open the gate. Yeah, the skeletons, they will be numerous here. Plus, they also do a lot of casting of poison and a lot of other bad things. Yeah, if you're lucky and you're fast enough, you can actually defeat them before they revive. So, there is 2 ways about going through this, but this is definitely the one that is the most tedious. And let it go. Yeah, it can either be you who does it, or it can be a party member, though they're not always 100% reliable in doing that. So we want to get this other treasure chest. So let's start attacking some more skeletons. Yeah, another skill that they are known to cast is, I can't remember what it's called, but it bleeds your HP like poison does, but it doesn't act like poison. It cannot be cured. It has to wear off. So let's use Holy Light. He's out of the way. Alright. And now it's your turn. And obviously because the paths are so narrow, we can't use the knight's power here. So there are some chambers where we can, but not while we're riding the paths here. Okay, a silver lance. Yeah, and that's a spear, but we don't have anyone using a spear. So we can't really give this to anyone. Alright. And there's no reason using this path on the right, because we'll just be using it to come back later. Yeah, we can't go out. Once we go out, we can't necessarily stay on in the Balandor Castle and go out through the front entrance. We have to go out the same way we came in. And I'll point out these levers. These levers cannot be used right now. They can only be used on the second time you pass through here. So, this is a lot of stuff to keep in mind as you're making your way through this place. Alright, let's attack another skeleton. Yeah, the skeletons are numerous here. But if you know what you're doing, you should be fine. And off we go. So we'll pop out somewhere around there. And at some point you will have to pass through at least one chamber. You won't be able to completely avoid them. Alright. Next up. And more holy light. Yeah, this is where you're really going to want the divine lore skill in your list of divine magic abilities. It is truly the best skill you can have going through here. So just keep pounding the rock, I guess. Just keep pounding their skulls. So this is really all there is to it. All there is these skeletons and a few scorpions, and that's pretty much it as far as the minor enemies. There are also some boss enemies that we'll have to deal with, but we're not quite at that point yet. Well, since we're not... Oh, okay. I guess anyone who's not in your party can't use the spell. So, well, I guess anyone who's not active in your party can't use a spell. Alright, let's open the door. Okay, yeah, here's a bit of a switch. A spider. Alright, now it's your turn. And he's off balance. Let's use that holy light. And while we're here, why don't we just take out his friends, too? It's basically a long tunnel of death and destruction. Because we're literally fighting undead enemies for the first time. And as I mentioned before, we'll be having to do this again later. Yeah, sometimes the party member, if they have the Holy Light spell, they'll use it out of sequence. And not wait until the skeleton is subdued to cast it. And Eldor gains a level. And down goes the skeleton. So another casting of Holy Light. There we go. Just check to make sure there is nothing back here. Alright, so now we're going to go into a chamber and the first mandatory boss. And I believe we'll have to deal with 2 of them. Okay, so yeah, this is gonna get pretty hairy. So we're going to first of all change over to my avatar. We'll let him take the reins for a moment. Because we want to start by getting all these freaks of nature out of the way first, before we go after anything else. Oh, Holy Light quickly. Yeah, sometimes you might not be able to get the Holy Light off in time to officially defeat it. There will be times when you won't be able to defeat the skeleton in time, and then it'll get back on its feet, and you'll have lost the time you would have hoped to have gained. Alright, so let's just keep pounding away on the skeletons here. Alright, he's subdued. But that didn't sound good. Alright, now this skeleton. Almost out of our way. And as you can see, they're doing some pretty good damage. Oops! Yeah, if you accidentally do the wrong thing, we could end up seeing it happen right here. Okay, it didn't. Okay, good. Okay, over to Leonard for the White Knight's power.
White warrior, wielder of the ancient sword, grant me your power. Vertum!
Alright, so something I should point out, it will not always be a dire water spider or an enemy like this that's not undead. There are chambers in here where you will have to fight against giant undead monsters, and you'll always need someone casting Holy Light to negate their invincibility to physical attacks. It's why having skills like Holy Light and also getting the Divine Lore skill are so important. Well, sorry, can't let you do that. But maybe I should have, because if I kept the battle going, it would have spawned more spiders, and that would have actually allowed me the opportunity to gain more experience for my characters. So, let's give Eldor Divine Lore. And then let's go back to increasing his abilities with the longsword. So we'll have to wait until the next level before he can gain more. Okay, it looks like we're good with everyone else. Alright, so... Okay, could have sworn that there was a midpoint, but I guess there isn't. Nope, I guess we'll just have to... I guess we'll let my avatar take the reins for a while. Alright, time for Holy Light. And down it goes. Oh, and we also have Remoras. So we can beat these guys up too. And he's down. And now for a skeleton. And apparently I want the one behind me. Too soon with the Holy Light, guys. Don't get ahead of yourselves. Alright, next. Holy Light. And now for more slashing. Yeah, the battles against these skeletons is pretty monotonous, because if you know what you're doing, it makes life a lot easier. I'm just gonna keep cutting them down. And then once they're taken off their knees and off their feet, we just Holy Light them. Alright, here's another switch that we cannot use until the second pass through. Excuse me, Lady Mew. Time for more skeletons. I'm gonna go take out those other scorpion or other skeletons as well before I go into the next mandatory chamber. But right now I want to eliminate these three. As you can see, the undead monsters make up the overwhelming majority of these tunnels. So all you can really do is just keep relying on this 1-2 combination of skill and magic. As long as you keep doing this, you should have no problems. Oh, one more should do it. There we go. And now for the Holy Light. And let's take you away. You are purified! Alright, so now let's go over here to the next mandatory... Well, before we go into the next mandatory chamber, let's take care of these guys first. Especially since there's a chest over there. Let's cut you down. Thank you. Try if you dare, but you won't like what happens. Especially when I purify you. You are healed. Oh, one more. There we go. And he's gone. Now, I would not recommend going to that chamber on the right because there is a very powerful high-level undead monster in there, and you don't want to fight him at this stage. You just don't want to do it. Alright, into this. Now we can head to the second mandatory chamber. How's Leonard's AC? Okay, he's only at 5. I guess we're gonna have to defeat this thing the old-fashioned way. Because we're now fighting against a Wraith. And these raids are quite annoying. So I'm gonna focus on everyone else first before we take out the... We're gonna get rid of the appetizers, then we'll tail with the main course. So eliminate the skeletons first. If you can. Come on, score. Oh, you don't want to go down, do you? You are determined, aren't you? Okay, I have no idea what happened there. I guess that holy light must have been perfectly timed. Oh! Oh, get up, 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 get up. Is it in time? Yes, it is. Hang in there, Leonard. We can do this. Oh, this is when it really gets bad. Brings in the reinforcements. This is where things really turn nasty. My best recommendation for you is to not fight the Sukubai that come in. Because, yeah, here's where things get really bad. Now I've been given the spell that you don't want to have happen to you. Because it'll bleed your MP and HP and you can't do a thing about it. Alright, so now, let's go over to Leonard. Actually, you know what I want to do first? Use my combo abilities, if I can find the Wraith. Okay, yeah, you just want to leave the Sukubai alone because once you eliminate the Wraith, the Sukubai will be gone. Oh, where is my healing? I need these things gone. Okay, now for Eldor. Oh, no, we're raising Eldor first. Very well. Now Eldor. Combo attack. Combo now. Combo, combo, combo. Oh, that's bad. Oh, and I'm just wasting energy. I'm just wasting energy. Let's try this again. Oh boy. Now he's really bringing out the big guns, but I canceled it out. Thank goodness. Alright. Now if I can just find my way around. Okay, this is where I said that having a mana potion was necessary. Well, here it is. Oh, Eldor, hang on, please. Please hang on. It's not hanging on. Fine.
White wielder of the
Hang
ancient sword.
in there. Hang in there. Hang in there. Yes. It allows me at the very least a shot at survival. Come on, go down. One more. Yes, it's dead. Oh boy, I had to take that all the way to the limit. And thankfully Mew is still alive. Yeah, I think we're switching party members. I don't have a choice. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, this is bad. Thankfully, I can edit my commands now. Yeah, how did Leonard not have raise? Well, that's changing now. Yeah, that could not have gone worse. But at least we survived, and that was the most important thing. We were able to hold out and claim the victory. Oh, that was a nightmare. But it's pretty much what you expect when you come to a battle like this. You can leave absolutely nothing for granted, ever. Because as you saw, a bad mistake will, or not being able to heal quickly enough, that will be your demise. And you will be going all the way back to the start. Because you'll have gotten game over. Okay, more holy light. And let's take out your friends while we're here. Because I got a bone to pick with you guys, literally. Go down. And never return. Yeah, now I'm so used to my other character's controls. Okay, over here. Start chopping him down. Alright, he's lowered. And gone. Now over here. Oh, we can't go in this store? We can go in the other one, though, I'm pretty sure. There we go. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. Just a minor setback. Nothing of any serious nature. So let's purify you. And then let's start purifying you. Over to the holy... Oh, someone already got in the holy light. Awesome. We'll get that treasure chest in a moment. First, we have more skeletons to eliminate. Holy light. 2 more to go. And then we can get out of here. Alright. They're gone. It'll soon be over. And we can move on to part 2. Oh, there's another one who snuck up out of nowhere. Well, where did you come from? Hey, you know what? I've had enough of you. We'll eliminate you the old-fashioned way. Alright, let's open the chests. And we get Sainted Chainmail. I believe this is an upgrade. It's the same amount of defense, but with an added resistance. Let's give this to my avatar. Okay. And it has resistance against paralysis, which is something we definitely needed. Okay, so yeah, that's the first such item there, such weapon that offers a resistance to a status ailment. So now let's go up here and make our way to the exits for the first section of this underground passage. Now, I don't know if I can actually do this right now or not, but I'm going to see if I can demonstrate it. Okay, yeah, so just to give you an idea, past this door is the passage that Leonard and Cisna took to get down to where the White Knight's armor was, as well as the White Knight's Arc. But, of course, that's not what we're here for. Let's open the door and take a much-needed heal. Repair all. And we're gonna save the game. And it's definitely a huge sigh of relief to be doing so. So we're gonna take a quick time out, and then we'll show you what happens once we get back into Balandor Castle.